Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our class on Bhagavad Gita. Today is Friday morning, and we are going to go up till 7 o'clock doing this wonderful glorification of Bhagavad Gita, reading from second chapter. And we have joining us also on Facebook, Dilip Bhai Patel Prabhu, Veenu Kohli Mataji, Vidyavadu Mataji, and Neha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, to you, as well as to those of you who have joined us here on Zoom. And that is in the order of appearance: Ishwari Shraddha-devi Dasi, Sutapa Mataji, Suyash Prabhu. And do I see a glimpse of Mansi there, or is she just going to join us later?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, Dandat Pranam. And we have Preeti Radhika. She has joined us today on Zoom. Very good. She was on Facebook these days. And then Priyanka Mataji is there as well.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. And Shashi Shekhar Jani Prabhu is also there. So we have quite a few here. And then I'm sure Shriyas Prabhu is going to make the reading order for them, but we'll get started now with the Vigyapti Panchika prayers after one of you confirms that you can see these on the screen.
Yes,
Yes, Mataji, we can see it.
Awesome. Okay. Om Ajnanatimarandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Matsamo nasti papatma na paradhi cha kaschana parihare pilajjame kim bruve purushottama yuvati nam yatha yuni yunam cha yuvatau yatha mano bhi ramte tadman mano me ramatam tvai bhumau skalita padanam भूमिरेवावलम्बनं त्वयि जातापराधानां त्वमेवा शरणं प्रभु गोविन्दा वल्लभे राधे प्रार्थये त्वामहं सदा त्वदीयम् इति जानातु गोविन्दो मां त्वया सह राधे वृन्दावनाधीशे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया निज पादाब्जा दास्यं माह्यं प्रदीयताम्. So that concludes Sanskrit put. And yes, Prabhu, let us know the reading order.
Yes, Mataji. ईश्वरी राधिका माताजी, सुतपा माताजी, सुयश, प्रियंका माताजी, प्रीति राधिका माताजी, ख्याति माताजी, नीरल प्रभु, श्रद्धा माताजी.
Righty. So let's get started.
O Purushottama, no sinner or offender is as bad as I am. How can I describe my shame? Just as the minds of young ladies take pleasure in a young man, and the minds of young men take pleasure in a young woman, kindly let my mind take pleasure in you alone.
Just as the ground is the only support for those whose feet have slipped, you alone are the only shelter for those who have offended you.
O Srimati Radharani, beloved of Lord Govinda, this is my request. May you and Lord Govinda consider me one of your assistants. Priyanka Mataji.
O Srimati Radharani, beloved of Lord Govinda, this is my request. May you and Lord Govinda consider me one of your assistants.
Oh,
I think
Srimati.
I repeated it, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. Oh, Srimati Radharani, O Queen of Vrindavan, you are a river flowing with the nectar of mercy. Please be kind to me and give me a little service at your lotus feet.
Awesome. Okay, reflection time.
Please. Mataji, one thing that is, I was thinking today morning that I am no sinner or offender is as bad as I am. How can I describe my shame?
Very
So,
nice. Very nice.
So Mataji, okay, I won't ask the question now. Later.
You can ask the question. I won't answer it. How about that? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will table it and bring it up sometime in the class. And Preeti Radhika, you're surrounded with so much of blue around you. It reminds me of Krishna. I don't know how you're doing it, but it looks nice.
Oh my God, really?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. What else?
You meet us
As part of
at your
reflection.
lotus feet.
Lotus feet, right? And you want what? Service at the lotus feet? That's what you want, Khyati, today?
Dasyam mahyam pradiyata.
That's a good thing to
Yeah.
ask for. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Please make me a servant at your lotus feet, or please accept me as your servant.
Yeah. Who is a servant that you see at the lotus feet always?
Radharani?
Lakshmi Mata.
Yes, Radhana Mataji was 75 good points. She's known for Pad Sevanam, right? There are 9 ways in which you can do devotional service. Pad Sevanam is one of them. So, yeah. Yeah. What else?
Hare Krishna Ma.
Hare
So it's interesting, like we have been reading it for so long, but something stood out for me today, which never did, is that in the fourth verse, it is the prayer says that I request you. So we going back to this, that Krishna is not your order supplier. We can only beg for his mercy. We are beggars.
Yes, very nice. Very nice observation. And so these prayers are all like they are mines of gold. The mines of gold, and you keep on mining them, and they keep on, gems will keep on coming till we leave this body from the same prayer. Because now we are observing, now you're observing it even more, and then you'll start applying it to your life. And then once you start applying it to your life, the gems are endless, right? Because life presents so many situations, as life is presenting situations before Arjuna, right? Like that. Yeah, very nice. Matsamo nasti papatmana paradicha kachana parihare pilajya me kim brube prushottama is what Vidyavadhu is saying, which I think means that she has memorized that verse. So congratulations. Very good. Raji Bansal Prabhu, Dandat Pranam. Thanks for joining us here. And Achyuta Radhi Mataji also. Yeah. Go ahead. Any more reflections before Sriyas Prabhu is going to show us the Bhagavad Gita? All right. I'll take it.
There's a slight change in reading order. I will repeat again. ईश्वरी राधिका माताजी, सुतपा माताजी, सुयश, प्रियंका माताजी, प्रीति राधिका माताजी, ख्याति माताजी, नीरल प्रभु, Varshana Mataji, and Shraddha Mataji. So now the turn is Khyati Mataji.
All right. Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Maintaining us all nicely.
Chapter 2, Contents of the Gita summarized. Text 1. Sanjaya said, seeing Arjuna full of compassion, his mind depressed, his eyes full of tears, Madhusudana Krishna spoke the following words. Text 2. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? They are not at all befitting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planets, but to infamy.
O son of Pritha, do not yield to this degrading importance. It does not become you. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy. Arjuna said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counteract with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona who are worthy of my worship?
Krishna, it would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are superiors. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood. 6. How do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them? If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield.
Now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all my composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven.
Sanjaya said, having spoken thus, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna, smiling, in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to grief-stricken Arjuna.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. O son of Kunti, the non permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O scion of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed.
O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non existent, the material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both.
That which pervades the entire body, you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. The material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata.
Neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor he who thinks it is slain, is in knowledge. For the self slays not, nor is slain. For the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Varshana Mataji, you can read. My Prabhu is not here.
Okay. Oh, Parth, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable, kill anyone or cause anyone to kill. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and the useless ones. Hare Krishna.
Can you scroll it a little bit more, Prabhu? The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. This individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble, and can be neither burned nor dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same.
It is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. If, however, you think that the soul or the symptoms of life will always be born and die forever, you still have no reason to lament, O mighty armed.
One who has taken his birth is sure to die and take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. All created beings are unmanifest in their beginning, manifest in their interim state, and unmanifest again when annihilated. So, what need is there for lamentation?
Some look on the soul as amazing, some describe him as amazing, and some hear of him as amazing, while others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. O descendant of Bharata, he who dwells in the body can never be slain, therefore, you need not grieve for any living being.
Considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principle, and so there is no need for hesitation. O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets.
If, however, you do not perform your religious duty of fighting, then you will certainly incur sins for neglecting your duties and thus lose your reputation as a fighter. People will always speak of your infamy, and for a respectable person, dishonor is worse than death.
The great generals who have highly esteemed your name and fame will think that you have left the battlefield out of fear only, and thus they will consider you insignificant. Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you? Varshana Mataji, please go ahead. Mataji, you might be reading on mute.
Yes, O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight. 38. Do thou fight for the sake of fighting, without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat. And by doing so, and by so doing, you shall never incur sin. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Oh,
Okay. So, yeah, let's go further. What do you have for us here? 666.
Oh, we have six.
We didn't do 6. Yeah. 6 actually will happen today, and a little bit of 6 will happen tomorrow. But today is a short day, tomorrow, and then there's no class tomorrow, but on Sunday again it's a short day. So we will conclude it over 2 sessions. Okay. Na chetad vitmaha kataranno gariyo yadva jayema yadiva na jayehu याने वहत्वा न जिजीविषामस् देवस्तिता प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्रः. Synonyms, please.
Na, nor, cha, also, itat, this, vidmaha, do we know, katara, katrat, which, naha, for us, gariyaha, better, yat va, whether, jayema, we may conquer, yadi, if, va, or, na, us, Jayayo, they conquer. Yan, those who. Eva, certainly. Hatva, by killing. Na, never. Jijivi shamaha, we would want to live. Te, all of them. Ava, sthita, are situated. Pramukhe, in the front. Dhartarashtra, the sons of Dhritarashtra.
Translation: nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield.
Arjuna did not know, purport by His Grace Divine Srila Prabhupada.
I
Arjuna,
like that. Arjun does not know the purport by His Divine Grace, Prabhupada.
sorry,
I'm just kidding. Okay.
we never take Prabhupada's name. Like, we fail, so I just wanted to make that.
No, no, no. I'm just laughing at how sometimes words get juxtaposed and then a different meaning comes out of it. I was just enjoying them. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but yeah.
Arjuna did not know whether he should fight and risk unnecessary violence, although fighting is a duty of Kshatriyas, or whether he should refrain and live by begging. If he did not conquer the enemy, begging would be his only means of subsistence. Nor was there certainty of victory, because either side might emerge victorious. Even if victory awaited them and their cause was justified, still, if the sons of Dhritarashtra died in battle, it would be very difficult to live in their absence. Under the circumstances, that would be another kind of defeat for them. All these considerations by Arjuna definitely proved that not only was he a great devotee of the Lord, but he was also highly enlightened and had complete control over his mind and senses. His desire to live by begging, although he was born in the royal household, is another sign of detachment. He was truly virtuous, as these qualities, combined with his faith in the words of instructions of Sri Krishna, his spiritual master, indicate. It is concluded that Arjuna was quite fit for liberation. Unless the senses are controlled, there is no chance of elevation to the platform of knowledge, and without knowledge and devotion, there is no chance of liberation. Arjuna was competent in all these attributes over and above his enormous attributes in his material relationships.
Haribol. Okay. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time on the synonyms, but before you finish before we go to the synonyms, I just wanted to mention something, and that is our Chad Queen, the one who has been working on one chapter of Bhagavad Gita every day for past 10 years now, I think, or maybe even more. Who is that?
Gandharvika Mataji.
Gandharvika Mataji.
Gandharvik.
There you go, Gandharvika Mataji, and she has joined us on Facebook. I wish she was here so that she could share some of her gems. When she's in Vaisheshika Prabhu's class, I'm always waiting to hear her reflections, because her reflections are way beyond, way beyond human intellect. I would say that, So thank
Yes,
you so much.
Mataji. I
It
have
comes
also
from
heard.
it comes from Goloka Vrindavan.
Yes, she is Gandharvika.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just amazing her dedication in bringing up her child also, Pooja Mataji. She spent a lot of like mother energy on, and her daughter was Pooja when she was young, but now she is Priya Kishori Devi Dasi. She took initiation from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, I think 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when she was very small. Yeah, so that's the kind of dedication parents need to put in, and then we see the results. She's kind of like the beacon of Iskana Silicon Valley youth, how to see that, to observe and admire how a parent bringing up their kids the right way results in such a fantastic, uh, devotee there. And she's a source of inspiration for all the youth. I mean, it's amazing. She sings beautiful. She's super talented also. Yes, yes, the Bhakti Bhagavati Akanchana, Sarve Gunatasta Samasate Sura. She's an example of that. Devotees of the Lord get all the good qualities. And amazing. She's finished her studies way ahead of time also. And yeah, so thank you so much. It's just sheer joy. And, I'm feeling so fortunate that Gandharvika Mataji is here with us. And Pooja Pandey Mataji from ISV has also joined us today, and so has Rohit Kumar Prabhu from India. Thank you so much for joining us here. Okay, so now for the synonyms.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I add something here? Mataji, I remember Pooja around 7-8 years ago giving a lecture on you see the etiquettes of Vaishnavas.
Yeah, revolutionarily clean kitchen. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Mataji. And Gandharvika
Okay,
Mataji
yeah, go ahead.
is so wonderful, Mataji. She also gives classes here.
There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead, Prabhu. You were sharing the synonyms. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to just focus a few on that, right? Is what is that it says that we would want to live, the desire to live. What is that, the desire to live?
Jiva.
Jijivishamaha.
Hmm?
Jijivishamaha.
Jijivishamaha. Yeah, Jijivishamaha. So he says he doesn't have a desire to live, right? Okay. And then what is the meaning of, what is Sanskrit for if somebody is standing in the front?
Pramukhe.
Pramukhe, right? So they are standing in the front. And as I was talking about it yesterday, that they are standing in the front because they are leaders. Who are those who are standing in the front?
Dhritarashtra and Bhishma.
Dronacharya and Dronacharya, Dhritarashtra, Dronacharya and Bhishma, Bhishma Tame, but they're in the front, right? But here, no problem. We were talking about that, and then here he's saying that he's last time when we were talking about it was they are standing in the front, like which means physically they were in the front, and that's why Krishna had put the chariot there. But today you see what they are saying is that in this particular verse he's saying in the front, but he's saying in front of us are the sons of Dhritarashtra, right? Pramukhe Dhartarashtraha. So you see the difference there, when somebody's standing in the front or somebody is in front of me. And so standing in the front are and leading them are Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitame. But just standing in front of all of them are standing in front of my eyes is what Arjuna is seeing there. So a few things that I wanted to share with you more, and then we will conclude because we have only 4 minutes. So we'll continue this going there further. So what are some of the things that you say that again? Okay, all right, sorry, I thought you were saying something me. So you can stop sharing now because we are on reflection time here. And so what are some of the thoughts that just stick your mind? We'll just take a minute of reflections here.
Without controlling the senses, there is no chance of liberation.
Yeah, without controlling the senses. Okay, good.
Yeah, I was yesterday mapping all my desires have root in senses.
That's a good thing to know and to realize. Okay, yeah, very good. And we'll elaborate a little bit on that. Yeah.
Did Arjuna?
Go ahead. Okay, Mataji, go ahead. Priyanka Mataji, please.
So Arjuna is already a candidate for liberation, and I mean he has all those qualities, and that's why he is like Krishna is right there with him because he's already a very high level soul.
There you go. Yes.
Okay, Mataji, Arjuna wanted to live by begging. Means although he was born in the royal family, but he wanted to live by begging. So that means he has started feeling that detachment. Means it is also some kind of detachment.
Yeah. And
very strong.
Yes. So he's renounced, right? And that's one of the qualities of Krishna also, that he's renounced. So even after having so many things, you can renounce. And another person who just exhibited that was Parikshit Maharaj, who, when he was told that he's going to die in 7 days, left everything, right? Went in a gamcha and sat by the Ganges. And so one of the things that we have to notice that to be able to do and renounce things at that particular level, we need to also have the caliber of Parikshit Maharaj or the caliber of Arjuna. It's easy for us to say that we're going to, just renounce whatever I have. And imagine for a Kshatriya to go and do begging is a difficult thing, right? Like we can declare that I'm going to do it, but it's not an easy thing. And actually, he was just saying that we will enjoy by begging. There's no enjoyment in begging. Quite a few of you are now going to start begging because of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's thing is coming and you're begging for Srimad Bhagavatam people to take it. We will all know what it means. Yeah,
But
like
I
that.
think even one day renouncing during Ekadasi is tough for us.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Yes, what else? Yeah.
Next
Arjuna
time we
was
have to.
very, yeah.
Sorry, Garima Mataji, go ahead.
So Arjuna was very much perplexed, like what to do, either to fight or not to fight. In such a situation, he was just looking for Krishna for help, like we
Right,
always get in this material help.
right, right.
Hindi में भी said, एक तरफ खाई, दूसरी तरफ कुआं.
Yes, yes,
What to
yeah,
do?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. One side there's a well, another side there is a deep void. Yes. So can you all tell us of some things on when you face perplexities of life? And that's what I have named today's class on the Facebook. So
We can
have you
take
ever
lead.
been perplexed in life?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Mother, many a
yes,
times.
Mataji, many times.
Okay, will you share some? Will you be comfortable sharing some on the Facebook?
Yes, Motherji. When my son had to take admission in the college, I was all alone by myself here with him. Went to the college and he had very high percentage and it was to be taken on the percentage basis of percentage. But when I went to the room of for the admission, children were sitting between 96.5 to 96.8. There were 250 students. And I was not keen to take admission in that college. But my son was very keen. And I told him, I said, we can wait for some. I was totally perplexed. He should not go in for this college because it is not good for him. He is meant for better thing. So Mataji, I was totally perplexed and I wanted somebody's guidance and there was no one to guide me at that time, Mataji.
Then what happened finally?
Finally, he himself went and took the decision and took admission in that college.
Yeah, yeah, very nice. So, yeah, and then you can also imagine that your son might have also been a little bit perplexed because that there is his desire to do it, and then there's the mom saying not to do it. Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
yeah, go ahead.
So a quick one that uh, very recently the baseball coach for my son, he was like, oh, we will practice social distance and it won't be competitive, but we can start the baseball season. That's what the baseball committee decided. And then we were totally perplexed, like how is nice, and then we thought about it, like, should we let him go because he loves sports? But then we decided, we talked to him that, your well-being and safety is more important than a season of a game. And then we all came to the same conclusion, thinking of the higher cause.
There you go. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Better safe than sorry. I always say that. Yeah. So perplexities, you're going to be faced with perplexities, and Arjuna is also facing that. Like, should I fight with them? Should I not fight them? I don't know which is better, whether we win them or they win over us, like that, right? So we have, and in this life, we have to do that. So you have to keep on asking that question, that it is right or not right. Should I do it? Should I not do it? And as Bhakta Prahlad says, padam padam yat vipadam natesham, that every step in our life there are some dangers there, and I can fall down because of making a irrational decision. So should I or should I not? That's a question that you have to deliberate. You have to think at every step in your life. Wherever you come to a fork where I can go this way or I can go that way, spend some time in thinking about it. And then um, we have always been talking about the four, thinking, feeling, willing, and action, right? And so we should be deliberating. We should be deliberating at every of each one of these four steps that we have, thinking, feeling, willing, and acting. In all the four stages, we should be doing that. And so we know about Parikshit Maharaj, that the reason his name is he's called Parikshit is Pariksha means examine. And he had seen Krishna in his womb in when he was in the womb of his mom, and when he came out, he was looking for Krishna everywhere, and that's why he's also called Vishnu Rata, right? He was constantly thinking about Vishnu. So he was looking at Krishna everywhere, and he would examine, like, is this one Krishna? Is that one Krishna? Is this one Krishna? That one Krishna? So, scrutinizingly, looking at things. So we should also, we should not just go with the flow like that, as if we are senseless. I mean, that is something the animals do, but we have a superior intellect to be able to deliberate. And so you might come with a perplexing situation, and sometimes our mind just doesn't work. So we have to then involve someone else. Like, for example, if somebody's fighting, the person has a fight with the wife, and they say that, I want to divorce, right? The two of them can sit into a room, and they will definitely come to the conclusion that they should go for a divorce. Why? Because they're both emotionally involved in that situation, right? Both of them are hurt, feeling angry, or whatever. So good decisions won't come out of that. So sometimes you have to go out and talk to somebody who's not involved in the sense that not emotionally involved in it. Then they can look at it more objectively and then provide you a much better solution that you can have, right? So this deliberation and then this thinking has to be done at various places. And Arjuna, asks Krishna that he'll ask him later on in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita that why are we forced to do certain things? Why do we do certain wrong things um, as if somebody is forcing us to do it? I don't even want to do it, but I kind of just do it. And Krishna answers his question in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and he says that it is due to lust only, Arjuna. He says that it's only due to lust only. And then the question is that if it is due to lust, then where exactly is lust? Where exactly is lust? Okay.
That's
So we will stop here today because it's 7:06 right now. I have to go to another meeting. But this is the thought that I'd like you to be with today. Where is lust? There, think about it, and then we'll talk more about it when we meet on Sunday morning. So you have 2 days actually to think about that. Okay. So I'm sorry I have to leave like that in the middle of such an interesting thing, but I'm just going for some other projects, etc., which are also important and beneficial for all of us. So I'd like to thank all of you and those new who joined us: Meera, Mataji, Subhash Das Prabhu, Madan Aluwalia Raja Prabhu, Priya Rajshrekan Prabhu, and Priya Rajshrekan Prabhu is asking, how do we find that someone? How do we find that someone to whom we can go and ask questions? So Priya Rajshrekan Prabhu, we might have some good news for you on how you can do that if it's gone, and also especially amongst your God siblings. Just wait for that announcement coming our way. And thank you again, everybody here on the call, on the Zoom, for joining us. And we'll meet
Thank you so
again. Yeah, and today we're going to have a Srimad Bhagavatam class at 4 o'clock in the evening, Pacific Standard Time. So those of you who can join, please do join us for that call. We'll go more in that. Okay, we are talking about Ashwatthama there. It's kind of connected with Bhagavad Gita in so many ways. Okay. Vanchikalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha gopravanande.
Govinande, Hari Hari.
Suyash and Manasi, I might reach out to you sometime during the day. I need to talk to you about some other topic, right? Not related to this. All right. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the call. Enjoy and have a fantastic